you're at the crossroads because you're about to leap into your new life, okay? And it requires a surrendering of everything you've known thus far. And it is scary, and it is like the collapse of everything, your old life. So what looks like in the natural as everything going wrong really is everything going right if you take the right path, okay? You have a choice. We have free will to choose what path we want to take. And God reminded me of a dream that I had some years ago now, and I believe it's really relevant to now. And I was in the wilderness, and there were two people there, two males, and I had lost my money. So essentially I had lost everything in the wilderness, right? I was in the wilderness, had nothing. Although I wasn't concerned, I wasn't worried, but the two males represented the two paths, the two options you have to choose from. You can choose the path you've always kind of gravitated towards and repeating cycles, or you can choose the better path, the path that's going to be more aligned with you, more authentic to you, okay? The two men knew that I had lost money, and both of them outwardly were concerned, but I could see inwardly the true intentions of their hearts. And one of the men was, although he was acting concerned to try to help me recover my finances, he actually was in his heart hoping that I would not find the money so that he could hang around afterwards to look for it and take it for himself. And the other man was genuinely concerned. He genuinely felt sorry about my loss and was wanting to help me recover it. But I told the man, God always provides. God always provides. And I lifted my hand, and a stack of money appeared in my hand. And this man was genuinely happy for me, to see me prosper, to see me have the things that were meant for me, that I deserved, right? So God is aligning you on your destined path, and your destined path is going to have, it's going to also have people who are for you, who are genuine. And this is something new for the chosen ones, because as chosen ones, we are born, and we're born into affliction and rejection and spiritual warfare. And we have known a lot of betrayal. And so coming into the destined path, that all had a purpose. It all had a purpose to bring you to this point, to bring you to the crossroads where you will now no longer be stuck to this path of betrayal, because you learned the lessons, you leveled up, and now you're being promoted to a more destined path for this specific season in your life. And by going on the destined path, you will align with those who genuinely support you now and support your cause, because your cause is God's cause. And now that you are ready, now that He's commissioning you into this high calling, because He knows that now you are wise enough and mature enough to handle it, He is also aligning you with a support system, which can seem very foreign to you and also can seem like hard to believe, right? So you might tend to want to reject the destined path. You might want to tend to close off to this support system because you're so used to betrayal that you have learned to isolate. And isolation has been important for your cultivation, for the training that God has had you in, isolation and sanctification and being in spiritual warfare training, okay? But now we're shifting into another gear. We're shifting into this place where we need all hands on deck. We need the support for what we are about to carry. So we are at this time of the crossroads, and it can seem like God has abandoned you if you don't have proper spiritual perspective. It can seem like all is lost. It can seem like God's abandoned you. It can seem like you've been rejected and scorned by God. But this couldn't be further from the truth. It's actually a moment of propelling you into the high calling. And it's a moment of faith, of surrender, and of trust as you move forward. And you may not see where the resources are coming from. You may not see where the support system is coming from. But all of a sudden, suddenly, it's going to miraculously appear in your hands. You're going to have what you need. And you can be, and rest assured that you are going to be taken care of, because you know that you've been walking faithfully and obediently to Christ, and you've been putting in the work. You've been doing what he's asked you to do, even when it doesn't seem like it's amounting to much. You're putting in all this work and it just doesn't seem to be paying off. Okay, but it's about to pay off. So don't give up, okay? And don't stop pushing at the time of birth, okay? And don't stop believing because you're in the wilderness. God's making a way in the wilderness. And definitely don't go back to old things that have died out. They no longer serve a purpose in your life because you've learned the lessons. They're no longer aligned. Release them in love. Release them in peace. Have forgiveness, because even the daggers that were used against you were used for your good, to elevate you, to cultivate you, to allow you to ascend. You needed that energy, that negativity, that pain, that suffering, to transmute it and use it for good, for love, for justice, for overcoming, for conquering. So get ready for miracles and for surprises to appear, and just be grateful. Be blessed.